Welcome, everybody. Odds Brothers Podcast coming your way on a February day, February 3rd to be exact. Guess what? Valentine's Day, Super Bowl, lots of things that drain money from your bank accounts. But we got a way that you can get some of that back. Well, details on the latest Odds Brothers promotion, straight from the horse's mouth himself. Go ahead and say hi to the horse, Mark.
Who's the horse?
You are. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Welcome to the Odds Brothers Podcast. Follow the Odds Brothers Podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, and YouTube. Now here are the hosts of the show, Moneyline Mark.
I'm not a smart man.
And Point Spread Shane.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Yes, we're back. And
Welcome to the sun.
Yeah. Still not sniffing glue, by the way. Made it to February, Mark. How about that?
I'm going to start wearing sunglasses.
You proud of me? Yeah? You could use a little color.
I guess. I'm still off. Sit over
well.
here on your lap. There you go.
You're welcome.
Jesus.
You ever know the kind of the grumpy guy that wears the sweaters all the time, sitting on his front porch? Get off my lawn guy?
Well, we could just merge and put one table up in front of us here.
We might be able to.
Yeah.
It is chilly. Welcome, everybody, to the Odds Brothers Podcast. We're coming to you from the Bentley Sportsbook inside South and Casino and Hotel. So if you're ever around Mondays and Fridays, usually we're doing a recording right around lunchtime. This one a little later, thanks to some calls we have to be on, because we're starting to get tens and tens of likes. And remember, we'd like you to subscribe to the podcast, if you would, on YouTube.
Nope, that's not it.
That's not one. That's a $250 free bet we can talk about in a minute because Nick is going crazy with some money. So crazy, he's going to spend even more in a contest we're going to talk about in a minute. But, yeah, subscribe and like right about in there would be great. We'd like to have it. Word is we get some nachos at 20. I like nachos.
What are we up to, 4?
I don't know.
4 subscribers?
Still waiting on Cheez-Its, by the way. So for those that are
well, you got
the power of
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its. I got Cheez-Its, yeah. I like Cheez-Its. We're looking for a show sponsor, though.
Dig in there and eat them.
I might. See how long this will go.
You did last show.
I did. They were fresh. All right, let's get to it. We have some 2 NFL games that we need to recap and give our picks, or not our picks yet, because we're going to do our Super Bowl Spectacular a week from today. So next Friday,
Special.
we're expecting at least one, if not 2, Eagles fans to join us. So go ahead and get your barf bags ready for those that aren't Eagles fans. And we're going to go over not only the game itself, but Super Bowl is known for one thing, Mark.
Eagles winning and you singing a song.
That's not hopefully what that will be known as, but that is a possibility. I got to say it might be. But it is the largest group of prop bets on a single game in basically all of sports.
Yes.
So from coin tosses to how long the national anthem lasts, which we will not be doing a prop bet on, but we'll be doing a ton of them. Player props, game props. Will there be overtime? All that. We'll have a hopefully a 4-pack, but at least a 3-pack of folks that are going to go over a lot of prop bets for next Friday. So if you're in on that, or if you thought, you know what, I'm kind of new to sports betting, but I like to watch the big game called the Super Bowl, I might be interested in that. So whether you can get here to the retail location to make your bets, via the kiosk or our friendly betting agents, or maybe you might be interested in signing up for the mobile app. How about that, Mark?
Yeah.
And if I was new, what do I get out of Nick's money if I do sign up for the mobile app?
You can get some money if you lose.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us more. Kevin, can you put that ad up for us?
No, that's not it.
That one.
No, that's clearly not the
But that'll be the first game we talk about when we get there. But there's $250 available if you sign up for an account. Arkansas, Tennessee. Right?
There it is. That's right. You can win up to $250 risk-free first bet. If you're a first-time bettor in Arkansas or Tennessee, download the app, sign up, make that deposit, make your first bet. At least $10 up to $250. The odds must be minus 250 or greater. And if that bet sells as a loss, you'll get that money back in a free bet.
Awesome. And you can do it in both states.
You can do it in both states. Take Nick's money in $250 here in Arkansas, take $250 in Tennessee.
There you go.
And take some of his money.
And have fun with it.
That's right.
And maybe you can go ahead and sign up and have that waiting in your wheelhouse, and we'll give you some options to maybe spend that $250 on, or up to $250. If you only want to risk 25, you can risk 25. You only risk 10, but you got to at least get 10, up to $250. And there you go. So how did we get to the Super Bowl? Well, we got there with 2 games last week. The first one evidently was not a game because Brock Purdy, your boy, got hurt real early in the game, and they got throttled 31-7. So bad that the guy that was third string that's been on like 13 different franchises came in, and he got knocked out with a concussion, and he was still your leading passer. 7 out of 13 for 74 yards.
Well, that's because the other guy
Josh
couldn't even
Johnson.
throw the ball.
I know.
Purdy couldn't even throw it.
And that was crazy. They had no other quarterback, evidently. I would at least put Deebo Samuel or somebody. Like somebody with a good right arm or left arm that can throw a football. Anybody.
McCaffrey would have been better.
Anybody. You're right. Now, he was okay with 15 carries for 84 yards and a tutty. But from there, it really was not a game at all. Philadelphia just slowly ground them in. The interesting thing about the game to me was the ground. Everybody had touchdowns. Boston Scott, Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts. He didn't have any throwing touchdowns, and as you can see from the stats, he didn't look real great either. 15 out of 25 for 121.
I think their 49ers just had a better secondary.
Yeah, well, Dak threw for more than that.
He also threw 2 touchdowns and lost. So you can throw the ball around if you want. Just wing it around. Whee!
So there goes the bid. We both picked Philadelphia. I didn't want to, but I just figured having the home team, and I didn't see 31-7 though.
Did you warm up those vocals? I told you they win by 2 touchdowns. Did you warm up those vocals?
I have not warmed them up.
Get them ready.
I still got another week and a half at least.
Get them ready.
All right. So there's that first game. Second game was a bit more competitive, as you could see. Cincinnati ended up falling to the Kansas City Chiefs 23-20. Boy, let me tell you, some weird calls with about 3-4 minutes left to go in that game.
You call it weird.
Third down that was twice.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't count. We're going to do it again. And I know the Chiefs punted, but then you had a clock that was running that they didn't stop the game for late when Cincinnati had the ball. It was really, really weird how the game ended.
Those conspiracy theorists out there that said that the refs wanted the Chiefs to win, boy, it's hard to argue against that.
It is hard to argue against that, and it isn't hard to argue that Burrow really didn't have his best game. He threw 2 picks. He pulled his best Dak Prescott impersonation there, 270 and a touchdown there. And whenever Joe Burrow's your leading rusher, you know you're in trouble. 4 for 30 there, and T. Higgins came in 683 and a touchdown. Mahomes, well, despite having supposedly a crippled wheel, 29 of 43 for over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Mark?
Yeah, some of those long yardages were questionable pass interference calls.
It was, but that wouldn't have been counted in his passing yards.
No, I know, but that kept that momentum going a lot.
It did. And Valdez-Scantling, that lets you know how many wide receivers they lost. They lost their top 3 during the game, and that left you with MVS for 6 receptions, 116 and a touchdown, and it should have probably been a lot more than that. Mahomes underthrew him on one that he clearly was wide open on a slant route and could have scored a touchdown there. So, anyway.
Came so close in picking that game, saying, remember I said it was going to go into overtime, but I did think Cincy'd win by a field goal, so that's why you see no heads there. But I was 48 seconds away from that thing going to overtime.
Yeah, and I have to go back to that beautiful bean footage that we had last week. But if I would have known Patrick Mahomes would have been as serviceable as he was on his feet, as it turned out, I mean, he was limping, but he seemed to be quick enough to elude a lot of those linebackers chasing him. If I would have known he had that kind of wheels, I might have rethought my bet. But.
I think if Joe Burrow just played a cleaner game, I don't think it would have been as close as it was. Right. He didn't play a cleaner game. Not saying that it was his fault. Defense for Kansas City is decent. Not great. Not as good as Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Pulling up that song? Right. That's right. Pull it up. Start singing it.
No. All right, we can go back to the 2-shot for a minute, Kevo. So there we have Kansas City and Philadelphia in the Super Bowl coming up a week from this Sunday. 5:30 Eastern is when they say kickoff will happen. It'll probably be more like 7 or 8 minutes after that when it's all said and done. But long story short, Jalen Hurts ain't the first time he matched up with Patrick Mahomes, evidently. In college, they went toe-to-toe one time.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So... initial thoughts. I know we don't have to pick them, and I know you're going Philadelphia because if you don't, you automatically wear the Nebraska jersey probably. But Kansas City, now that we know who the teams are, What's your initial thoughts?
Philly.
Doesn't matter how many points?
No, Philly's defensive line is something that the Chiefs have not seen. You've got 5 great defensive linemen for the Phillies, and they can pull 3 out and put 3 what could be starters on any other team in the NFL to back them up. And they're going to continue to put that pressure on him. I don't think he goes the whole game. He doesn't play every play. I don't think Mahomes plays every play. I think at some point he's going to tweak that. He's going to have to get out and get his leg wrapped or looked at or something, his ankle.
I think if he has to amputate it and get it all the way wrapped up, he'll finish that game on one leg. It's a Super Bowl. I don't think
he'll finish it, but he's not going to play every snap.
Really?
Because he gets hurt. He gets tweaked. He's not hurt like where he can't play. He tweaks that leg. Because they're coming after him.
All right, so you're saying Philly by 2 touchdowns.
No, I didn't say that.
Well,
I didn't say that. No, at no point did that come out. What are you pulling up there?
I'm just extrapolating here.
What's in that water?
You got one-legged
You
quarterback.
got tequila in that thing, or
You got one-legged
vodka?
quarterback? And you're saying that he ain't going to play the whole game?
He's
Every
not going to
snap?
play. He's not going to play every snap.
All right, so
There
that's
should be
at least 2 touchdowns.
There should be a prop bet on that for both quarterbacks. Do you think both quarterbacks will play every snap? Yes, no.
I do.
You think both of them will? Because you're the one
do.
coming him-hawing on Hurts.
I do. Well, I am. So short of the concussion protocol, which nobody can really be in control of, per se, I think both of them finish regardless if their arm hurts, falls off, or
That's
their
how they
leg hurts
finish.
and fall-offs.
Play every play.
Well, I mean, in theory, if they have to go through the protocol, they're going to have to come out for one play. So I can't say every
play. Every play. That's the bet. That's the over. That's the over or yes, no. I guess on the prop bet.
The only bet I know that we definitely have.
What's that?
If Philadelphia wins this Super Bowl, I got to sing the fight song
Yes.
on the Monday
Loud and
podcast
proud.
following.
Loud and proud.
It'll be loud, all right.
None of this. Oh, fly,
And then-
fly. I mean, I want you to sing it like you love them.
If the Chiefs win this bad boy, that guy
I ain't worried about that.
turns around and he's going to wear Nebraska gear for the
No
entire
worries.
podcast.
No
And
worries.
love it.
No worries.
And love
It
it. No
wouldn't be.
worries.
It wouldn't be that Monday if I have to wear the Chiefs gear.
It's not Chiefs, it's Nebraska.
Or Nebraska. Not much different.
Why wouldn't it be that Monday?
Because where are you getting it? They don't sell.
It's at any truck stop. I mean, Nebraska gear's like ass wipe. You
I guess
just
I
get
could-
it from any store. I mean, it just,
I guess I could go down to the local Goodwill and see if they've got anything in their bin.
at least. They
I'm
probably,
not diving in the bin. We'll get Kevin to do that.
They probably got their last edition national championship shirt from the 90s ready to go. I mean, they got a few of those in there. All right, so that's the bet on the Super Bowl. Like I said, we're going to cover that all Friday next week on the podcast. In addition, we got a little contest we're going to do for the big game there, Mark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nick can't just give enough money away, so here's what's going to happen.
I thought we were doing this towards the end of the show.
Is that what you want to hang, Cliff? Well, this
Yeah.
ain't a very long show.
Well, you still got some. I see another graphic down there. Are we talking
You
about
want to
that?
do this real quick?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do this quick.
Yeah.
We'll do the college basketball, and we'll run through the NBA tonight because Mark wants to leave with the cliffhanger.
We're doing the NBA
stay
too.
tuned,
I
stay
haven't
tuned.
been studying.
Well, I don't know that would matter.
It doesn't.
All right.
It's all winners.
All right, Boise State tonight. This is the only top 25 men's college basketball game going on the docket. You got other games, but this one, that's about it. San Diego State is the favorite, ranked 22 in the nation. They're 6.5-point favorites at home here. 132.5 is the over-under. Both of these teams are doing pretty good. Boise State is 15-7-1 against the spread, and San Diego State's like 12-7-1 or something along that line. So
I'm glad you said that because I was going to just get ready to ask you what's ATS stand for.
against the spread. So whenever you see that on the podcast going forward, that should give you an idea, since we've got this many games into the season, how well they've done against the betting lines of the geniuses. Yeah.
Want my take on this game?
Yeah.
It's easy. And remember, these picks are free. I'm going San Diego State
You are.
and under.
I'm going to take that 6.5. I'm going to go Boise State.
Well, bless your heart. You know they're playing in San Diego.
I
right?
do.
Okay.
I do. Boise State's probably happy about that, being this time of year. But Boise State's done well. They haven't 18-5 is not a record to sneeze at here.
Well, I think 17-5 is better.
What? I got one more win than you.
17-5 is better.
All right, there you go. Everybody, remember that pick from Mark was free. So I've got Boise State on that side of the coin. He's going under?
Under, yep. Underdog.
All right. I think that's a pretty low score. I mean, you got 68 to 65.
Can either of these teams score?
I'm going over.
All right. I mean, you got
so
San Diego
we're going completely different sides here. I'm Boise State and over. You're San Diego State and under. So
write that down, Kevin.
Write it down.
Just go ahead and put me down as a winner.
Yeah, go
ahead. I win.
Make sure it's in pencil. All right, so let's go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, I'm
falling asleep.
1,
Pete's sake.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 NBA games. You ready to roll?
I guess. I didn't see these on the graphics. You didn't give me a heads up on these.
It was midnight.
Oh.
You ready?
Well, I guess.
Charlotte's at Detroit. All right. Detroit's 1.5-point favorites. The over/under is 240.5. These odds are powered by Betley, Arkansas. So if you're looking for them, that's where we're getting them from. Detroit's at home, Mark. Both teams not very good.
Detroit at home.
Yep.
What's the spread?
1.5, Detroit.
Oh, that's why. I'll go home team Detroit.
Yeah, I will too. I like the under in this game.
What
I know
240?
240. So that means each one's got to score about $1.20 just to get you there.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening there. So we both like the Pistons. I like the under. You like the under as well?
Yep. We'll go under.
All right. That pick is free. All right. Sacramento Kings at the Indiana Pacers. Pacers lost a tough one last night to the Lakers. They were up and got nipped at the end there. Sacramento comes in at 3.5-point favorites on the road here. 233.5 is the over/under, Mark.
I'm going to go Sacramento. I think Indiana takes another loss.
I do too. Back-to-back game. They played hard last night. Might be a little tired. Sacramento was able to rest. I do like that too. That thing was more like 6 or 7. I might have to rethink it. But at 3.5, I do like the Kings. Now, I do think Sacramento will score a bunch, but I don't see Indiana keeping up. So I'm going to go under the 233.5 on that one.
Well, I'll go under as well. Do the under.
Portland Trailblazers, well, they continue their road. They end up beating Memphis last night. Much to our chagrin. They're at the Washington Wizards tonight, and the Washington Wizards are 3.5-point favorites here. 235.5 the over/under, Mark.
I know Trailblazers beat Memphis, but something's going on with Memphis lately, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the Wizards.
Yeah, they are a different team at home. As a matter of fact, I don't have their road and home split, but they were like 70% win percentage at home this year and then almost nothing on the road. So that's why they're doing okay record-wise, but nothing spectacular. And Portland is on a back-to-back now on the road.
Wizards are got a little break there.
So that's where you got that 3.5. So I like the home team there as well. And I do think that both teams are just going to shoot it up, Jack. I do like the over, actually, at this one at 235.5. Neither team really displays a lot of
I'm going to go under on that.
All right, under for Mark, over for me.
Yep.
Phoenix Suns at the Boston Celtics. I would say this would be the best game of the night, except that Phoenix has not been playing worth a crap lately, and that, as such, they're almost 10-point underdogs, rather. 9.5 is the Boston favored line at 219.5 for the over/under. Just so you know, money line wise, this is the biggest lock supposedly of the night because Boston's minus 555 on the money line, Mark. You got to give up 5.5 to get 1 in return.
Yeah, I think they'll cover those points too, so I'm going to take Boston as well. Heading out to Boston.
They should, knowing what Phoenix is in, but man, that 10 points in an NBA game, it just gets me a little jitty. I'm going to go ahead and take Phoenix to cover, but not win the game. 219.5. I do like the over, but barely. I think this game is in the mid-220s.
What's the point spread?
The point spread's minus 9.5.
No,
the over-under's 219.5.
219, they go over that.
All right. We're both over there. We both split on who takes Boston and Phoenix.
Woohoo! Going against number
3
one
more
Boston.
games, I think, left. Toronto at Houston Rockets. OC's Houston Rockets.
Oh, it's OC's team?
It's OC's team at home, but they're getting 7.5 there. Toronto is favored here, 224.5.
Houston Rockets are 13-38. Yeah, I'm taking Toronto.
Yeah. I will say this. Houston plays better at home. Toronto not usually as much. So I'm going to go ahead and take Houston in the points. Think that Houston falls, but I like getting 7.5 there at home for Houston.
I wish I had that soundbite. Ain't going to be able to do it.
Yeah, Kevin does on the old board up there. I think it's the top right. Hell, I don't know.
All
I think I
right.
put OC on there. I'm not sure. Not going to be able to do it. We got that one. How about
Yeah.
the over-under, 224.5?
Over.
I like it, too. Give me over on that one.
All right, so we're split on the teams. Agree on the over.
You got it. Orlando Magic at the Minnesota Timberwolves. I thought this was probably going to be a bigger spread than this, but oddly, Minnesota's just 4.5-point favorites at home here. 229.5, meaning no defense expected for the most part. Mark, Timberwolves minus 4.5.
I'm going to
home.
go with Timberwolves. I'm not sure what. Maybe somebody's hurt that I'm not aware of, but I don't. Well, here's some injuries. Yeah, I'll still go with Minnesota. And I'm going to go with the under on that.
Yeah, I like the under as well. I'm going to go Minnesota as well, so we agree there. 76ers at the Spurs. That's at 7 o'clock Central Time. Philly is a 10.5-point favorite here. So
There's a reason for
they're
that.
favored more than Boston, but their money line's only at minus 525, believe it or not. So it's still, you got to give up 5.25 to get one, but over-under's 234.5. 76ers, do they destroy the Spurs?
Yes.
So you're going to lay the 10.5?
Yes.
I think Philadelphia wins as well, but I don't think I'm going to take double-digit points in the NBA.
All right, take them up.
10.5. Give me the San Antonio Spurs. I don't like the over in this one. 234.5. I'm going to go under, but not by much.
I'm going over, so we'll just go
Boy,
ahead
that's a
and
complete split.
split-a-rooney.
You like over in the Sixers. I like under in the Spurs. All right, one more game to go tonight in the NBA. Atlanta Hawks at the Utah Jazz here. Jazz are 1.5-point slim home favorites here, 241.5. So easily the highest over/under total of the night, Mark.
241. This is a tough game here. This could be a good game.
Should be a good game if you like no defense.
Yeah. Dang it. I'll take the home team since it's so close. So I'm going to go with Utah, and I'm going to go 242. I'll go over. That's a lot.
That is a lot, and you're going to go over?
I'm going to go over. Yeah. I mean, the last time not these two teams played each other. Yeah, last time these two played each other. Nah, it wasn't them. Utah played Toronto, and that was well over. That was 260.
No kidding. It was 130.
131 to 128.
Ooh, my goodness. No wonder. Okay.
I mean, it was against Toronto, but I mean.
That's no D, man. No D from Toronto.
Yeah.
I'm going Utah Jazz.
Home team too? All right.
I'm going home team. Man, that's
You might as well go under.
241.5 is tough. I'm going to go under.
Go under.
Yeah, that's minus 150. No, under's minus 105. The over, more people are on in this case, minus 115. So they're with you. Or we both take the home team here. We'll split on the over-under, and that's your NBA for Friday, February 3rd, 2023. All right.
All right.
We got one last thing, I think, right? At least for this one.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you all been waiting for. If you'd like to get in and win more of Nick's money, we got a way to do it. We got an Odds Brothers contest for the big game. What's being given away, you ask?
Please tell us.
3 things.
All right.
2 of those things are a $57 free bet.
Giving 2 of those
on the
away.
mobile app. We're giving 2 of those away. So
All right.
there's 2 people that are going to win a $57 free bet through the mobile. Now, you obviously have to be a mobile customer of Betly. Arkansas and Tennessee are the only 2 states that qualify here for this promotion. So if you're watching us from others, we do love you and we do appreciate you. This contest just ain't for you right now. If you don't have an account and you live in Arkansas or Tennessee, you have time, believe it or not, to sign up for one. So you don't have to be currently an account, but if you a holder, but if you want to win this contest, 2 things you got to do: have an account and then enter the way we're about to tell you. Got that?
I got it.
All right, just making sure.
Well, I thought maybe you were talking to yourself again.
Last thing, this guy over here is throwing a party
This guy.
in the sports bar and grill at Southland Casino and Hotel in West Memphis, Arkansas. So, if you're interested, that guy over there has 2 tickets to that VIP party that he will get you in. And what does that have? Food, the game on the biggest screen ever, the ability to bet, all these prop bets, and enjoying one hell of a time watching the big game right here at Southland Casino and Hotel. Right, Mark?
That's right, for free.
For free.
Absolutely free. And you can come and go if you don't want to sit there the whole time and go play some table games or slap on a slot machine.
Yeah, come back and
Come
forth.
on back, yep.
And
We'll
it
get
don't
you in
start
and
till
out.
5:30, so you can make a day out of it. Now, here's the thing. Do not enter if you're not going to show up, all right? We want to have these 2 tickets, you and a guest, to be able to come here and enjoy the game, so don't do it and then go, oh, I didn't know. I lived in Utah. No airfare, no hotel. We're not paying for your gas. But if you get here to this property, we will get you into the party for free.
That's right. It's our first event
Ever.
for any sportsbook promotion at Southland.
All right, so two $57 bets up for grabs and a package for two to the VIP party.
That's right.
How do you enter?
Yeah, tell us how, Pa.
On Facebook, folks.
Okay, so I'll get on Facebook right
Get
now.
on Facebook. Go to
I'm on in.
the Betly page.
All right, I see the Betly page.
Betly,
Now
sportsbook
what?
page.
Yeah.
Then you have to type a phrase. Kyle is going to put up this this little segment on there for you guys all to view. And within that post, you type the following phrase in the comments field. You ready?
I'm ready. Tell me what it is.
I want Nick's money. That's what you got to type. I want Nick's money. Anybody that puts that in there in the comment field, we are going to draw 3 winners out of all the comments there. 2 winners are going to receive one $57 free bet because that's for Super Bowl 57, and the other one's going to get 2 tickets to get to our VIP party. So you can bring a guest or a friend or a stranger or somebody you just kind of knew and they needed a place to eat and you wanted to carry a conversation. Does that seem pretty simple?
That seems simple, but when do they know if they win or not?
All right, so here's the key. You have now,
got
which
a
is
key?
Friday,
All right.
Saturday, Sunday, and then up until we start our podcast on Monday, which will be noon Central Time. We will look at the comments and select the winners from those folks that put I want Nick's money in the comment line.
Roll Tide.
And then we will obviously announce those in our podcast, which is why you want to like and subscribe. We're on YouTube. If you want the audio version, we're on Spotify, Amazon, Google, and
Yeah.
what was the other one?
I don't know.
Amazon, Spotify,
Apple?
Apple.
Yeah.
Apple Music.
Yee.
Apple Podcast, yeah. So there you go. Any one of those. Thanks, Kevo. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Not necessary to win these prizes. Keep in mind you must be 21 and over in order to win these prizes. All other bet restrictions will apply, a.k.a. minus 250 and greater and all that stuff. We'll get all that information to those winners. Keep in mind, $57. Must have an account in Arkansas or Tennessee on the mobile app. You can set one up and still qualify. And then you have to get your own way here to the casino hotel here at Southland, and we will get you in the party on Sunday, February 12th. It's all good?
It's awesome.
Now, the party starts at what, 4? You
4
can check
o'clock.
in as early as 4, and it goes till
Yep. Until it's over?
when? Yeah, about 10 o'clock or so. We'll keep things fresh.
Yeah.
Game will probably be over with 8:30. Maybe you'll go to overtime.
First quarter when you're already out there prepping that song.
Yeah, I may not be here because I have to go practice the song later that day.
Sing it. Fly,
Sometimes
eagles.
fly.
There you go. I want you to practice
We
on
got
the
the
road to
easiest-
victory.
We had the easiest schedule
Easiest schedule. They made it to the Super Bowl.
ever. Yeah.
Well, that's true. Dallas couldn't even get that far, so it probably is a pretty easy schedule.
Only 2 can. I mean, I can't be mad. Only 2 can. All right, so this is what we got going on. Remember, betly.com, the Facebook page. Go there, like it, and go ahead and put the comment, I want Nick's money.
Money.
And we will draw from there.
from
We good?
Nick. Yeah.
Got anything else happening?
Not yet. I can't wait to do our selections for the Super Bowl because there's a lot of prop bets, and I'm anxious to
is.
see what you slide up on those.
Uh-huh.
What kind of fun.
And on Monday's show, we're going to have some more basketball. We're going to obviously draw the winners for these prizes. And
Yay!
we're going to look ahead a little bit to the Super Bowl coming up and give you a little taste. Maybe a couple of things off the menu of the props. Not everything, but some of the most obscure ones that we see out there. Not necessarily that Betly will offer, but I guarantee you there's some
How about-
weird ones that get offered sometimes.
You think you'll ever find one that says what I said about the if both quarterbacks will play every down?
Snap?
Yeah,
Maybe.
every snap.
Maybe.
Yes, no.
I remember there was a long time ago when Denver played. This was Peyton Manning when he was at Denver. Played, I think it was Seattle, in that first one. If there was going to be a safety scored, and on the first play, a safety was scored when the ball got hiked over Peyton's head. It was like 20.
Yeah.
It was like 25,000 to 1, and somebody actually bet that.
Yeah.
So you'll see people betting these obscure bets just for the chance that what if it did happen? I could make $5 turn into 100.
That's right. What if you could? You could come and put $1 on every prop bet.
You probably could.
That'd be sweet.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
We'll have all, yeah. And maybe you can use some of that $57 you might win by entering the contest to make some prop bets.
Woo!
That's right. Minus 250 or greater, though, I think is probably going to be the deal. Anyway, we'll get you all that.
No, it's free
disclaimer
bet. You
information.
can just play whatever.
You play whatever you want?
Yeah, it's a free bet.
$57 10-team parlay?
Yep.
Yes.
Play it up.
Mark
I don't
says.
know. Check it out.
Wait a minute. Mark says. Oh, and
It's Nick's money.
last thing.
What?
On the Friday show next week,
Yeah,
we are going to have some boosts.
we are?
Odds Brothers boost.
Oh, that's
for you.
right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
We're going to give you
Good thing you wrote it
a
down.
little extra. If you listen to us and play some of the stuff that we like the most, we're going to boost it up for you a little bit. Mark likes to call it the Shane's Dreaming Boost
Oh, that's right. Dreamy.
because mine will definitely be Kansas City wins. I'm not sure what the over-under is yet. I haven't looked at the initial numbers, but it'll be something crazy.
Yeah,
And
it's crazy, so it's not going to win. We'll just do something that you can.
I wish we had Kevin ready to. Let's put up the season stats. The bet. How much food
Yeah,
have you given away?
I win.
Yeah, you win. All right. All right. So we like everybody hang out with us
Yes.
next Friday.
Should be
especially.
lots of fun.
Yeah, especially with two Eagles fans. I'm going to be outnumbered 3-1, I think, that day. Because I think
I'm not an
you're
Eagles fan. I just think Eagles are going to win.
No, really.
Yeah. You should be
This is
rooting
you.
for the division you're in, and you're not, traitor.
I cannot root for the Eagles. Just can't do it.
But you can for the Chiefs.
The only way I could root for the Eagles somehow is if, and it's not possible, but Philly played Washington, the Commodes, for a Super Bowl. Then I would have to root for Philly because Washington I just cannot root for any reason whatsoever. Second on that list, though, is Philadelphia.
Why you got to hate? Because they beat you?
Oh, I don't. We split this year.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So why you hating?
If you're a Cowboys fan, you know.
I don't know. I represent the division.
Oh, you represent the division. Huh?
You're not. You're a traitor.
I've never heard of Yankees ever. Kevin, you can tell us this. He's a baseball guy. Do you think the Yankees fans would root for Boston just because they're in the same league?
They should, and they're close to each other.
That'd be a hell no.
You can't hear him.
You think the White Sox would ever root for the Cubs or vice versa?
And you can't
Hell no.
You can't see him because the sun's in front of us.
And you definitely ain't going to have Duke rooting for North Carolina or vice versa, unless you're Bobby Jones and then she does what you did. She rooted for Duke in a national championship game in men's basketball.
It's okay to be the hater. The haters are the ones that lose
She's
usually.
never
So don't
been
hate.
able to shed that
Don't hate.
stigma ever
You
since
should be
she
loving
did
it. Be like the rest of the country. You're stuck in Missouri.
There is a lot of folks right now back in the Eagles nationwide. I have no idea why.
Even your retail here.
Even the retail here? I
Yeah.
have not looked at those stats. But I guarantee you, I will not be picking them. Tune in Friday and see what else I have to
that
say.
Monday after the Super Bowl is going to be glorious.
We shall see. All right, got anything else to hit before we go?
No, sir.
All right, if you know somebody from Cheez-Its that would like to sponsor this show, we
Yeah,
would
I did
appreciate
see-
it. Contact us via the social media
You didn't
channels. We get Kyle on there.
You didn't eat any of those today. Why not?
This is the Duos.
Yeah,
One of my
eat 'em.
favorite Parmesan chop. Holy crap! It makes you happy. Hang on. Real
Well, it should. That's how you get the sponsorship. They want to see you eating yeah. There you go. There you go. I didn't say to do any
Crunchy.
AMR stuff. Just eat the
Tasty.
damn thing.
Yum out.
Roll us out of here, Kevin. He's making sweet love to
outta
the
here.
Cheez-Its.
Thank you for listening to the Odds Brothers Podcast.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Presented by the Betley Sportsbook. Place your sports bets here from inside Southland Casino or from anywhere in Arkansas at southland.betley.com.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Be sure to follow the Odds Brothers Podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, and YouTube. Keep in mind, in Arkansas, you must be 21 or older and located in Arkansas to bet. Please play responsibly. For help quitting, call 1-800-522-4700.